Greetings, my lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace.com. Whether you need a domain, a website, or an online store, make your next move with Squarespace. Today, I'll be tasting this. And this is a dollar store country fried steak, otherwise known as chicken fried steak. So I found this at my local dollar store. You can see the front and the back here. If you've missed my other dollar store taste test, I should put the playlist above here. I've tried a dollar store steak and a bunch of burgers and sandwiches as well, so you can check those. Oh, and a pork chop. So you can check those out in case you missed them. So this is made by the same company as the steak and the pork chop, Stampede. This is kind of an interesting name, beef fritters for country fried steak. Country fried steak, also known as chicken fried steak, is a steak. Usually it's an inexpensive cut of meat that has been cubed or chopped up to tenderize it and is battered and fried like fried chicken. That's why it's called chicken fried steak, but there's no chicken in it at all. It is beef. It's traditionally served with gravy. This packet contains no gravy, so I'll show you a quick way to make a pan gravy to go along with this, because what is chicken fried steak without gravy? I've got my cast iron skillet here. I'm going to get this heated up on medium. Right, I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. So let's check and see if our oil's hot enough by sprinkling a little bit of breadcrumbs in there. Yes, it's starting to sizzle and pop. Place our steak in there. All right. So chicken fried steak is very popular in the southern United States. I certainly didn't grow up eating it in California, but it certainly sounds good, right? Use an inexpensive cut of meat, cube it up so it gets nice and tender, and fry it up as you would fried chicken. Sounds good to me. Let's turn this over. All right. Okay, so this is golden on this side. I'm going to drain it now onto some paper toweling. And we're going to make our gravy next. I'm going to drain some of this excess oil out of here. Don't need all of it. Now I'm going to add some flour. I'm just making enough gravy here for one steak, so that was probably about a teaspoon. So now I'm making a roux, which is basically fat and flour. I'm going to fry that up a little bit until it has a nice golden color. The darker the color, the more flavor we're going to get. So now it has more of a caramel color to it. Next, we're going to add some whole milk. Whisk it while we do this. Reduce the heat a little bit. Salt this to taste. And for me, the key ingredient is pepper. Lots and lots of black pepper. Yum. All right. Okay, so let's assemble this. We're gonna take our crispy fried steak, add that to here. Sorry, if you hear that, that's just neighbors and their urge to have to clean their yards. Anyways, gardeners. Alrighty, here is our dollar store chicken fried steak, and I have to say, with the addition of that gravy, it looks pretty stinking good. I mean, even without the gravy, it looked pretty good because it fried up really nicely. And it smells pretty good too. It smells kind of like when you're making eggplant parmesan or something, kind of like deep fried breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs with a little bit of garlic, onion, and herbs. So let's give this a taste. Cut into this. Still crispy. Let's have a bite without the gravy first. All right, here we go. Itadakimasu. For what it is, it's not bad. The crust is nice and crispy. It is quite salty even without the gravy. The meat has an interesting texture. It's not at all steaky, it's more like a compound meat, sort of like a ground meat that's been kind of put back together again. It does have a bit more chew than a hamburger, has a little bit more bite in terms of a texture, but the crispy crust really does help with the flavors and the textures. Let's try it with gravy. Let's give that a go. Much better with the gravy, much more of the country fried steak experience for me. The gravy adds a really nice toasty richness to it. I really love the addition of the black pepper in there too, kind of livens things up, just gives it a little bit of heat and makes it taste a little bit more fresh, if that's at all possible. So what are my final thoughts on dollar store chicken fried steak? it's passable. If you've only got $1 and you're really jonesing for crispy fried steak, then maybe this is the way to go. Although I think you could probably make something comparable in terms of price if you were to make it yourself. Of course, that requires some time and effort, but I think your efforts would be rewarded by better flavor and texture and all around just better goodness. Big thanks again to Squarespace for supporting my channel. They offer a unique domain service that's really flexible and good for creative people, for restaurants, small businesses, so you can really customize your website for your brand. They have beautiful templates, a really simple, easy platform. Also, if you run into any hiccups, there's a 24-hour, 7 days a week support team that can help you out. So start your free trial today by going to squarespace.com and entering the offer code Emmy to receive 10% off your next purchase. So big thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video and allowing me to make better videos for you guys. Oh, and if you're interested in bees at all, be sure to check out my other channel for my second installment of bees when I actually place the bees into their hive. Super exciting and fun stuff. All right, thanks you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know if there are any other dollar store products you'd like me to taste. And yeah, share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media and show this video a little bit of love, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye!